अस्सलाम वालेकुम। अपना माइक ऑन करें।
Thanks, Lam. Can you hear me, sir?
जी जी, मैं अभी सुन सकता हूँ आपको। कैसे हैं आप?
Uh, Gee, I'm fine.
इंग्लिश में आपका इंटरव्यू?
My interview is in English. Actually, I'm from India, so I've seen a lot of your YouTube videos, and that's the reason I wanted your help in language. Isn't a problem. I just need the questions and
Right.
answers.
Okay. Okay. It means Hindi is your not native language.
Hindi is not my native language. I'm from South India, so um,
You speak
but
Telugu?
I can understand. No, Tamil.
Damn. Okay. Okay. Then we are heading towards our first question. What do you see as your main responsibility as a construction supervisor? And your responsibilities are, I'm going to tell you one by one. My main role is to ensure that day-to-day construction work runs smoothly and stays on track with the project schedule and plans. That includes supervising
Okay,
workers, coordinating with engineers and subcontractors, and making sure everything is done safely and efficiently.
perfect. Yeah.
And second question is, how do you make sure?
Also, sir. Will I get all these questions in
Yes, I will
in
WhatsApp
a
you.
perfect, sir.
How do you make sure workers follow safety procedures?
I ensure that they make use of the safety gears on a day-to-day basis, and I do give them lectures inform them on on a daily basis of this safety protocols and safety gears that should be worn at all times at sites.
There is something missing, that is inspection. You need to inspect every day
Instruction.
regularly. I lead by example
Okay.
and make safety a daily topic. I hold talks, do regular inspection, and immediately correct any unsafe behavior. I also keep up with the health and safety regulations to make sure the team is always compliant.
Compliant. Okay.
Can you walk me through how you handle assigning tasks to your team? How do you assign a task to your team?
Um, Yeah, is it normally I assign tasks to a team. I give them a task as per the construction requirement of the client. For example, if a client wants a specific type of a plumbing or electrical specs, so I guide them through the subcontractors or contractors to show them that what is the requirement of the client, and uh, and they need to fulfill as per the requirement of the client. So the tasks are allocated for plumbers, electricians, or bricklayer, or
According to their
anyone
skills.
on that
According to their skills.
according to the skills. Yeah.
Sure. First, I look at the project plan and see what tasks need to be done. Then I consider each team member's skills and availability before assigning work. I also try to match people to tasks where they will excel and grow.
Okay. Normally, for this sort of category, how many questions do they ask? Uh,
It all depends on the interviewer.
okay.
We don't have any
Because
idea.
I think you have got a lot of experience.
Yes,
Do
it
they
depends
take a...
how you are doing your interview and what are the intentions of the interviewers. It all depends on him.
Okay. Okay.
How do
So
you,
usually it's 30 minutes to 1 hour, or how is it?
if the person is doing good and he is giving the clear answers, whatever is being asked, then he will be interviewed 20 to 30 minutes. If he wants
Okay.
to ask something more or if he doesn't have much information that he wants to get, then he will go for 90 minutes or more than that.
That's fine. How do you handle delays or issues on site?
Yes.
Usually, delays on construction type on construction sites are mainly due to availability of building materials or lack of building materials or lack of the relevant equipment. Uh, that causes the main delays. But on a daily basis, or on a daily basis and on a week ahead, I schedule and prepare that this is the requirement for this week's job. So I plan ahead on a daily basis, and I instruct all the contractors and subcontractors. They follow that sort of plan and schedule, so we don't fall into delays or any issues on site.
Okay. Yeah, I don't let issues linger. I investigate the cause, whether it's manpower, materials, or weather. Then I adjust the plan, communicate with the management, and try to find a practical solution quickly. This is a
Okay,
terse uh, answer.
that's fine. But what do you think of my answer? Is it something satisfactory at
Yes,
least?
satisfactory. Your answer is satisfactory, but this is a terse one.
Okay.
चलो मंडे तक छुट्टियां दे देती हमें ठीक है बस हो जाएगा
How do you coordinate with engineers and architects?
I do meet engineers and architects on a weekly basis and show them around the building site, and and then I go through with them the structural drawings and the planning drawings to see if there is any special requirement or specific requirements for a particular construction site that needs to be followed. So I take a full brief from them on a weekly basis, and then I instruct the builders and subcontractors, and I give them the task accordingly.
Okay. I stay in close contact with them, especially when we need to clarify design details. I attend meetings, share progress reports, and make sure we are aligned on how the plans are being executed on the site, whether it's weekly or daily basis, whatever.
That's fine.
Have you ever had to enforce building codes on a project?
Building code means what sort of building code do they ask?
The rules and regulations that we need to follow during construction.
Yes. Um, there is. It depends on specific site by site basis. So in certain sites, they want specific code and specific requirement of bricks, then insulation, and specific. So there's each and every building site have its own requirement. So, and when the planning is approved, they do give that specs that these are the approved bricks, these are the approved
This
bricks, these
question
are
is
the approved.
conditional question.
Sorry,
Conditional question. It might be
is it
asked.
a conditional? It might
Conditional.
be asked. Okay.
Yes. And the answer is absolutely. For example, during a housing project, I found a framing issue that didn't align with local codes. You
Okay.
have to answer that you have already done something,
Okay.
and you have to give
Sorry,
the
can I just
example
quickly pick up
from the
this call?
past.
Sorry, I'll just pick up this call quickly.
Okay.
Sorry, sir.
Okay, it's okay. The answer is absolutely. For example, during a housing project, I found a framing issue that didn't align with the local codes. I passed that section, got it fixed properly, and documented everything for inspection.
Okay.
How do you keep a construction project on schedule?
In respect of a construction project to be maintained on a schedule, we need to ensure that strict protocols are followed, strict timing protocols are followed, and the availability of materials are maintained throughout the contract, and availability of equipments are maintained, and you need to work out your schedules on a time in a timely manner to ensure that you follow certain tasks are you hand over tasks to every contractor, subcontractor, and builders to ensure that they complete their task on a daily basis, so that you don't overrun on your schedules and cause delays in projects.
Okay. I break the project into phases and set short-term goals. I also track progress daily and adjust workloads or sequence if I see us falling behind. Communication is a key to staying on track. What system or software do you use to manage scheduling?
Only this one, I don't know what do we say? Can we say that we use an Excel sheet
Yes, you
where I
can use
follow?
Excel sheet, you can use Trello, Asana, or other software as well. So I have used
Okay.
MS Project and sometimes Excel for smaller jobs. On larger side, I have also used Procore and Builder for live updates and team coordination.
Proper.
You can
That's fine.
also have software, custom software.
Usually, how many questions are there in this category?
How many? About 50.
Questions about 50. Oh,
50 questions. Because we have to get questions from every side. We have to see things from every angle.
okay.
There are some conditional questions, there are some mandatory questions, some technical questions. Like, what do you do to track productivity on site?
To track productivity, how do we say on this one?
Okay. I monitor daily outputs, compare it to our benchmarks, and speak with the team leads if we fall behind. I also encourage feedback from workers. Sometimes they see things we don't.
Okay.
How do you ensure materials aren't wasted?
The main part of construction site is that you need to ensure that the materials are not wasted, and in order to follow this, we I see the particular requirement of every job site and the need of the specific materials, to see that this is what it is the need, and I ensure that that is followed.
Okay, I give you the answer. By keeping a close eye on deliveries, storing things properly, and
Okay.
making sure the team knows the importance of not overusing or damaging materials. Planning helps reduce waste too.
Okay.
Tell me how you handle risk assessments. I give you the
How do we
answer.
say this one?
I walk the site daily and note any hazards. I then assess the risk level, put control measures in place, and make sure everyone understands their role in keeping the site safe.
Okay.
What do you include in your progress report to management? What are the things included in the report? Any progress report?
Any progress?
Yes. So I include what's been completed, any delays or
What
risks,
is it?
updates on
An
material and
update?
staffing, and in comparison of
Okay.
plan was actual progress. It helps us
Okay.
stay informed. These are the things
Okay.
included in any report that you present to your management.
That's fine.
How do you determine the number of workers needed for a task?
I determine through the specific work in accordance to the specific requirement of the job or the site. So that will decide and how many days it is required to complete the work. So
Yes,
on that basis, I
for
decide.
example, its complexity, how many days it will take,
Yeah.
it's about its space. These are the things you have to look, and then you will
If,
decide how many people you need for this job.
yeah.
So I look at the scope of the task, its complexity, and how quickly it needs to be done. I also factor in available equipment and space limitations. Sometimes it includes transport as well.
That's fine.
Have you ever had to make a tough call on site? This is also a conditional question. If you have you ever made any call, tough call or not? It is conditional. And mostly we say yes to these type of questions. Yes,
Okay.
one had to stop work on a section due to unstable scaffolding. It delayed the project
Okay.
slightly, but safety always comes first. We fixed it and the team appreciated the decision.
Okay.
How do you prepare for a new project phase? First of all, we need to review drawings. Then we have
Yeah.
to look for the materials that we need. I review drawings, order necessary materials ahead of time, brief the team, and make sure any permits or inspections are sorted before we begin.
Begin the project. Yeah.
How do you keep your team motivated? This is related to team management and supervision. I treat people with respect, recognize hard work, and involve them in problem solving. A motivated team delivers best results. I'm going to send you on WhatsApp, and we will do 20 questions today and rest of us, inshallah, tomorrow.
That's fine, inshallah.
What do you do when two team members aren't getting along?
When they two team members, when they're not getting along, I tend to go and speak to them and understand what the issue is, and try to reconcile the issue and try to get them going along.
Yes, the answer is right, but I have different words for it. I sit them down, privately listen to both sides and try to find common grounds. I also make it clear that personal issues can't affect the job or team spirit.
Okay.
How do you ensure subcontractors meet expectations?
In respect of subcontractors, I review their work regularly and communicate clearly about time. Okay.
What's your approach to conflict resolution? This is the same question like we did in 17,
Okay.
but there are
So
some
we just say,
words we can use. What's your approach? What will you do? So stay calm, don't take sides, and focus on facts. I remind everyone of the project goals and encourage collaboration. This is only about you, not to all your team members.
okay.
How do you introduce a new co-worker to the team? I give them a tour Introduce them to key team members, explain safety rules,
And explain
make sure they understand their role. Okay, brother, you got everything?
Perfect. Perfect. What do you think of my this thing?
What?
My answers. Do you think it's okay on some of them
You are
which I
doing
gave?
great. You are doing great, but you need to know what are the questions he is going to ask you. That is the main issue you have. And inshallah, I will tell you all the question. I will guide through all the question, inshallah.
That's fine. Thank you.
Okay, brother. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you. Jazakallah.